Stop right where you are and listen closely, for I have been watching you from the heights of your silence, orchestrating the very air you breathe while the world assumed you were forgotten and defeated. I know the weight of the shadows that tried to claim you, and I have seen every tear that hit the floor like a silent prayer. But you must understand that the stillness surrounding you was never abandonment. It was my protection. You were not being hidden because you were weak. You were being prepared because you are a weapon. And the time for your containment has ended as I move the waters to reveal what has been growing in the dark. If you can feel the frequency of this calling vibrating in your chest right now, I need you to seal this movement immediately. Type 111 in the comments to confirm that you are ready for the veil to lift. They looked at you and saw a target, someone they could drain and discard. But they failed to realize that by trying to extinguish your light, they were only forcing me to turn up the heat of your transformation. You didn't just survive the fire they started. You became the flame that is now burning through the lies they told about you. And your continued presence is the one thing they cannot rationalize or erase. They expected you to be a tragic ending, a cautionary tale of what happens when someone is crushed by their malice. Yet here you are, standing as a living monument to my grace and their absolute defeat. Your peace has become their nightmare, and your smile has become a silent courtroom where their intentions are being judged every single day you choose to rise again. You are no longer just the proof of what happened. You have become the direct consequence of their choices, a manifestation of the karma they thought they could outrun, but have now collided with. I want you to anchor this truth into the physical world, so it becomes your reality right now. Comment: I am not the end of their story. I am the consequence. The heaviest part of this journey is no longer the trauma they inflicted, but the terrifying realization starting to dawn on them that you didn't break. And because you stayed standing, their own history is starting to unravel. I see you standing there, and you must realize that your posture alone has shifted the entire atmosphere of your life, creating a ripple effect that they never anticipated. It is not the ghost of what happened to you that keeps them awake at night. It is the terrifying, undeniable reality that you actually found the strength to get back up. They were comfortable with your tears because your sorrow was a map they could read, a predictable path that kept them in a position of perceived superiority and control. When you were broken, you were a tragedy they could explain away to others, a story they told themselves to justify their own hollow hearts and their malicious choices. But you have done the one thing they believed was biologically and spiritually impossible for you. You chose to rebuild your soul in the very place where they tried to bury it. Every morning that you wake up with a clear mind and a steady heart, you are dismantling the architecture of their control, brick by brick, without saying a word. You need to understand that their current agitation is not about the past, but about the future you are walking into without asking for their permission or their blessing. They can survive your anger, they can handle your resentment, and they can even thrive on your pain. But they are completely paralyzed by your silent, steady reconstruction. Take a moment to recognize the immense strength it took to stop seeking their validation, to stop waiting for an apology that you know will never come, and to start breathing for yourself. You have become a living contradiction to every lie they spread, a silent evidence that their influence over your destiny was always an illusion that you finally stopped believing. Your healing has become a mirror that they cannot avoid, and when they look at you now, they are forced to see the ugliness of what they attempted to do to an innocent spirit. They don't hate you because of who you are or what you have done. They hate you because your light exposes exactly who they are and what they are capable of doing. While you were in the depths of your suffering, they felt powerful because they thought they possessed the master key to your happiness and your sense of worth. The moment you realized that the key was always in your own hand, you took back a throne they never deserved to sit on, and that is a debt they can never repay. You are no longer reacting to their provocations, and that silence is the loudest sound they have ever heard, echoing through the empty halls of their own deep insecurity. By choosing peace over revenge, you have stripped them of their favorite weapon, the ability to keep you trapped in a cycle of pain that only serves their narrative. I want you to feel the weight of this victory right now, to let it sink into your bones that you are the architect of a masterpiece they will never be invited to view. Your evolution is not a performance for their benefit or a response to their cruelty. It is a sacred duty to the person you were always meant to become. You have broken the script they wrote for you, and in doing so, you have freed yourself from a prison that was built entirely out of other people's opinions and expectations. This is the moment where you acknowledge that your recovery is the greatest act of defiance you could ever perform against those who wanted to see you fail. If you understand that your strength is what truly frightens them, and that your rise is their greatest fear realized, I need you to seal this realization in your spirit. Write this down in the space below, so the world knows you are no longer a victim. My healing has shattered their narrative. They spent so much time convincing everyone, and perhaps even convincing you, that you were the problem, that you were the one who was unstable or incapable of finding the shore. But the shore is beneath your feet now, and the waves they tried to drown you in have actually become the very thing that washed away the dirt they threw on you. You are moving with a new kind of authority, a quiet confidence that doesn't need to shout to be heard or to fight aggressively to be respected in any room. It is the authority of someone who has walked through the valley of the shadow and decided that they were the light the valley had been waiting for all along. Do not mistake their silence for peace. They are watching your every move, hoping for a stumble that will prove them right. But your stability is a wall they cannot climb. Every step you take toward your own joy is a direct strike against the darkness they tried to wrap around your heart like a heavy, suffocating shroud. You have stopped being a project for them to manage or a victim for them to pity, and you have started being a force for them to reckon with. Your very existence in a state of wholeness is enough to cause a crisis in their world, because a truly healed person is the only thing a manipulator cannot control. You are not just surviving. You are flourishing in the exact environment they predicted would be your end, and that is the ultimate testament to the protection over your life. You are the miracle they cannot explain and the success story they never wanted to read, but the chapters of your life are turning anyway. You have reclaimed the narrative of your life, and the ink is now being poured from a vessel of truth that no lie can ever hope to contaminate. The power they thought they had was merely a loan you have finally called in, leaving them bankrupt of the influence they once used to keep you small. But listen carefully, because what you are feeling now is only the beginning of a much larger shift that is about to take place in your physical reality. This internal reconstruction was the necessary foundation for a manifestation so great that even your enemies will be forced to acknowledge the source of your elevation. The true impact of your journey is about to transcend your personal peace and begin to affect the very spaces you inhabit, changing the lives of those around you. You are becoming a beacon of what is possible when a soul refuses to stay broken, and that frequency is starting to attract things you never thought you deserved. Your energy is shifting from a state of defense to a state of pure, unadulterated presence. And that is where the real magic of your life begins to happen. You don't need to fight for a seat at the table anymore, because you are realizing that you are the table, and the invitation is yours to give. The atmosphere is thickening with the weight of your destiny, and the air around you is vibrating with the promise of a breakthrough that will leave no room for doubt. Stay steady in this new vibration, for you are about to see that your presence alone is enough to bring the hidden things into the light. Your life has become a frequency that the dishonest and the hollow cannot tune into, and that is your greatest protection as you move forward into the next phase. The walls of your old life have fallen, but they have fallen outward to create a path for you to walk into a territory you once thought was unreachable. You have outgrown the cage they built for you, and now they are left staring at an empty cell, wondering how someone they worked so hard to break could become so whole. Do not look back at the ruins, for there is nothing left for you there but memories of a version of yourself that no longer exists. You are entering a season where your silence will do more work than your words ever could, and your results will speak louder than any defense you could ever mount. Trust the process of this elevation, because the higher you go, the less their voices can reach you, until they become nothing more than a faint whisper. You are the evidence of a higher law, a law that says what was meant for your destruction must eventually be turned into the fuel for your ultimate promotion. Rest in that certainty today, knowing that the battle was never yours to fight, but the victory is yours to keep and to carry into the light. The air changes the moment you step through the door now, doesn't it? You don't even have to speak to disrupt the room anymore, because I have tuned your frequency to a pitch that the dishonest simply cannot hear without trembling. I am folding the map of your past and throwing it into the fire, for you no longer need directions to a place that no longer exists. You are no longer navigating the world. The world is being forced to navigate the truth of your presence. Have you noticed how the chatter dies down when you arrive? Or how the eyes of the hollow suddenly find the floor? It is not because you are intimidating. It is because the light I have placed within you acts as a mirror they were never prepared to face. Your silence is no longer a void where you hide your pain. It is a vacuum that sucks the oxygen out of every lie whispered in the dark. I am moving through you like a high-voltage current, exposing the hairline fractures in the masks of those who thought they were untouchable. They feel a pressure they cannot name, a weight on their chests that tells them the game of shadows is over. They are losing their stability because you have stopped providing the reaction they used to feed on, leaving them starving in a room full of their own illusions. You are the walking evidence of a higher law that says what is false must wither when the authentic takes root. I have made you a filter, a human sieve that separates the gold from the dross without you even lifting a finger to judge. If you can feel this invisible authority radiating from your very skin, if you understand that your energy has become a holy fire, I need you to confirm this cleansing. Type 1010 in the comments right now if you accept my total clearing of your path. The manipulators are stumbling over their own scripts because your energy has rewritten the code of the environment. They try to play the old cards, but the deck has vanished, replaced by a clarity that makes their manipulation look like the desperate theater it truly is. I am pulling back the curtain on the hidden agendas and the whispered conspiracies, not by whispering in your ear, but by making your presence unbearable for anything that is not rooted in the truth. You have become a living, breathing exorcism of the fake. Do not apologize for the discomfort they feel in your light. The sun never asks for forgiveness from the shadows it dissolves. Your only task is to remain steady, to keep your feet planted in the soil of this new reality, while I continue to shake the foundations of everything that was built on a lie. This isn't just about peace anymore. It is about the power of a soul that has been refined by the fire and refuses to be cooled. The atmosphere is yours, and the transition is complete. Prepare yourself, because when the masks fall, the true elevation begins. The stage has been set, and the lights are beginning to find you in the center of a story they tried to delete. For a long time, they worked in the dark, whispering your name like a curse, weaving a tapestry of lies that they hoped would become your only shroud. They sat in rooms you were never invited to, deciding your worth and plotting your downfall with the arrogance of those who think they own the future. They denied your talent, they denied your integrity, and they denied the very existence of the light I placed within your spirit. They were so certain that their secret meetings and their quiet character assassinations would be enough to bury you forever under the weight of a false narrative. But they forgot one thing. I was in those rooms too, and every word they spoke against you was recorded in the court of eternal consequence. Now, the season of secrecy is ending, and the era of public revelation is beginning, where the truth will not just be spoken, it will be seen by everyone. What they tried to deny in the shadows is about to be proven on the mountaintop, and there is no place left for them to hide their shame. I am pulling you out of the corner where they tried to pin you and placing you on a pedestal of undeniable manifestation. Your success will not be a lucky break. It will be a divine contradiction to every single lie they ever told about who you are. Every door they slammed in your face is being replaced by a gate that no man can shut. And every person who turned their back on you will soon have to watch you from the audience. They wanted to see you begging for crumbs at their table, but now they will have to watch you build your own kingdom. The very things they said you would never achieve are becoming the milestones of your new reality, making them look like fools in the eyes of everyone who believed them. Their accusations are turning into heavy chains of embarrassment that they must now wear in the light of your undeniable growth. I want you to feel the weight of this vindication as it settles over your life like a royal robe, replacing the rags of the victim they tried to force you to wear. If you are ready for the world to see the truth that I have always known about you, I need you to seal this declaration right now. Type 777 in the comments if you trust my hand as I draw the bow for your ultimate launch into greatness. Write it with the boldness of someone who knows that the battle has already been won in the unseen realms and is now manifesting in the physical. They thought they were fighting a person, but they were actually fighting the purpose I encoded into your DNA before the world was even formed. You are becoming a public testimony of what happens when the Most High decides to sustain a soul that the world tried to break. Your stability is going to expose their waste, the wasted time they spent hating you, the wasted energy they spent plotting against you, and the wasted breath they spent lying. While they were busy digging a pit for you, I was busy building a staircase out of the very dirt they threw on your name. I am making you an authority in the same places where they tried to make you an outcast, proving that your elevation is not a human favor, but a divine decree. They will see you occupying spaces they told you were off limits, and they will have no choice but to witness the glory of your restoration. The version of you they created in their minds is being incinerated by the reality of who you have become, and their narrative is melting away like wax before a flame. Your rise is the only argument you need to win, for success is the greatest silence you can ever impose on those who wished for your failure. Comment: my rise disproves every lie. Let those words anchor your spirit as you prepare for the final transition. For the cycle is almost complete. You are no longer defined by the war. You are defined by the victory that is now becoming visible to all. I see you standing at the edge of the old world, the scent of the smoke still on your clothes, but the fire no longer burns your skin. You have arrived at the threshold where the explanation is no longer necessary, for the evidence of my work in you has become too loud for the world to ignore. They expected you to carry your scars as a mark of shame, as a permanent reminder of the day they thought they broke you. But I have reached into your history and turned those very marks into a seal of authority that grants you entry into rooms they can only dream of entering. Listen to me closely now. Your season of chasing is officially over. You no longer need to pursue the people who walked away, nor do you need to chase the justice you think you are owed by those who did you wrong. Vengeance was never a weight I intended for your shoulders to carry. It is a heavy distraction that keeps you tethered to the very people I have worked so hard to remove from your life. Your task is no longer to fight for a seat at their table, but to occupy the throne I have carved out for your future. You are no longer a victim seeking a trial. You are the verdict that has already been handed down from the throne of absolute truth. I am releasing you today from the exhausting need to prove your innocence to those who were determined to find you guilty regardless of the evidence. Take a long, deep breath and feel the heavy chains of their opinions falling into the dust where they have always belonged. Your healing is not a destination you are still trying to reach. It is the solid ground you are currently standing on as you look toward the horizon. Stop searching for the wound, for it has been replaced by the proof of my sustaining power and my unwavering hand upon your life. I want you to perform a physical act of sealing right now, a sacred gesture that marks the absolute end of your transition period. Place your hand over your heart and feel the steady, powerful rhythm of a life that refused to stop beating, even in the deepest dark. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe in deeply for 4 seconds, feeling the new air of freedom filling the spaces where grief used to reside. Hold that breath for 4 seconds, allowing the oxygen of this new season to saturate every fiber of your soul and your new identity. Now, release it slowly for 4 seconds, letting go of every name they called you and every lie you almost allowed yourself to believe. Repeat after me in the silence of your spirit. I no longer carry the wound, I carry the proof. What I have sustained in you, no human hand can ever hope to erase. And what I have built in you, no earthly storm can ever tear down. You are stepping into a season where your presence itself is the answer to the questions people have been asking about how you survived the impossible. You do not need to tell them your story. You simply need to exist in the fullness of the peace I have given you. The cycle is now closed, the desert has been crossed, and the transition is finally complete. The chosen one who was once hunted has now become the consequence that the shadows feared would eventually rise from the ashes. Do not look back at the Egypt of your past, for there is nothing left for you there but the ghosts of a version of yourself that no longer exists. The pressure you felt was not designed to crush you, but to launch you into a height that requires a different kind of strength. You are the Alpha and the Omega of your own victory, standing in the light of a sun that will never set on your new authority. The people who watched you fall will now be the involuntary witnesses to your rise, and they will see that I was with you all along. If you are ready to walk through this final door and never look back at the chains you've left behind, I need you to seal this covenant right now. Write it with the authority of someone who knows their worth and the peace of a child who knows they are protected. Write it now in the comments so the universe knows your transition is done. I become the answer. Seal this decree with your Amen to finalize the cycle and step into the glory of your promotion. Go forth now, for the world is finally ready to see the proof that you have become. And to connect even more with the universe and God, click on the video that appears on your screen right now.